Alright, what is up guys? Welcome back to another GeoGuessr video. We're starting today at 1817 elo on the road to #1, which is going to put us in 168th in the world and 18th in the US. Yeah, we're queuing for moving, no move in NMPZ today, per usual this week. And yeah, I'll see you guys when I find my first opponent here. Alright, game here against YRP, 1776. And we start off in Brazil, I think. Looks like Sao Paulo seems quite reasonable, I think, with the landscape. Quite flat. All right. We both go Sao Paulo there. It ends up being Campeche. And we're in Kyrgyzstan here. Why do I not... I've never seen this road before. What is this road? What? This road. How have I never seen that road before? All right, 281. Hopping around through. And we are in Astrakhan or Alista here, maybe. Maybe Alista makes more sense. I think Alista makes more sense, right? We're on a curve slightly going northwest. I don't know. I don't really think this lines up. We'll leave it here, though. Yeah, it is just more so in Astrakhan, but we are on the road. A little bit further down over there. All good. Moving around 4. If I know one thing about YRP is that they love emoting. So yeah, we will expect a decent amount of emoting here. This is kind of a weird location. I don't know what it says on the barn there. I'm not sure if we're in Ontario. I think I'm just going to hedge like one of the lakes here. I don't know. This is quite weird. Like, do I hedge for Michigan and stuff? Or is it more northeast? I don't know. I think I'm going to hedge this lake. It's New Brunswick. Huh. I mean, I'm not in the country, but 876. I mean, they go Michigan there. That was kind of a weird round. Yeah, they do love their question mark emotes and all that. Round 5. In Chile, I think. Road under construction. Don't know this one. I don't know. Surely you just try the main road here, I guess. Okay. Yeah, it just lines up, right? I'm just not sure why that's Gen 3. Well, I guess that actually makes sense. Maybe the Gen 4 hasn't gone all the way down there yet. I'll take it. Round 6. In... Well, UP to Bihar, which one do you go? We have a lot of red brick. Pretty big apartment buildings there. Yeah, I think I'm just gonna click luck now. And it is just Jharkhand. Yeah, I mean, maybe it was more Bihar, Jharkhand, but we both go for a similar luck now hedge. Round 7, 2.5. In Botswana. Very bad at Botswana, as you might know. Try like something here, I guess. I don't know. Thought about these roads, maybe, or like one of these roads here. I don't know. I'm kind of just like sending it because I'm very bad at this country. And it's this road here. Okay, sure. 160 points. We'll move it around 8. Triple damage. Trying to match their emote output. Okay, this should be probably Long Island then. With the yellow plate and such. Looks quite swampy. Can we be on Jones Beach? Or like one of these bridges? I don't think so. Could be this thing. This thing seems reasonable-ish. I don't know. Could be a lot of things, to be fair. I think I'm going to try one of these parkway things. No, it's double laned, actually. So maybe we're just not here. Something here? I did look at this, to be fair. Once, I think. This one's also double laned, isn't it? Okay, so I guess we're not there. So I guess we just move like somewhere here or something. Okay, it's this park. Okay, yeah, that makes a lot of sense. Makes a lot of sense. 468. We'll hop in around 9, 3.5x damage. In Brazil, very open landscape. One would have to consider Mato Grosso here. Which I think is what I'm doing. Maybe even go near Sinop, but yeah, we'll just go here. It does end up being Tocantins. Okay, this road right on the border. That's a lot of damage. All right, nice guess by them. Hopping around 10, quad damage. In Thailand, looks very south. There's a good chance we do lose here, I think. Obviously only being at 278 HP. Yeah. Okay, was just Suratani there. That's going to be GG. Unfortunate way to lose there. We just get one popped on one round. Yeah, let's look at the Tocantins Bahia border location. Yeah, it makes sense. It's very dry here, right? Couldn't see that ridge. Huh. I don't know. I just thought this would more likely to be in Mato Grosso, but makes sense. This border area is quite dry, especially along the Goiás and Tocantins border here, so it makes a lot of sense. All right, let's queue for another game. I'll see you guys when I find an opponent here. All right, we get Ren here, 1847. And we start off in... It's either Ireland or Scotland. Am I getting zapped? Probably. So I guess I'm going up here. Maybe findable. I don't know. Is it ever like one of these? It's possible. I considered it. It's very skinny. I don't know. Like, do I hedge here? I think I'm gonna hedge here. Okay, it is just Shetlands. Looking at this, yeah, I mean, quite findable, I think, but 62 points. I'm glad we switched. Could have lost a lot more health there, round 2. In Turkey, do we have anything? There's Çorum there. I guess you trust that? Then you look for a ridge going over a river in Çorum, which doesn't exist. Could just be in Çorum province, to be fair. We're giving it a quick scan. We're giving it a quick scan. Don't quite see it as of currently. Okay, don't trust the Çorum thing because it's Babert. All right, 837. I mean, I think it said Çorum on that, but I could be wrong. We'll take a look after the round. Kind of just blindly trusted that. We are in Sweden here with the red car. Pretty north-looking trees. We have a lot of pines. I think I'm just going to click somewhere around Stockholm. Does end up being Gothenburg there. Pick up some points for that. 789. And we'll hop in around 4. In UK, I think, should be. Where, though? Could be Wales. It's Ireland. Oops. Sorry, Finbar. All right, round 5. I guess Ireland makes more sense with the landscape. Okay, we're just getting a lot of this. Strictly no parking. You ever go Isle of Man? There's some gorse. I don't know. We'll try it. Okay, well, it's just Isle of Man. Nice. Was Gen 2 as well, which Isle of Man only has Gen 2. 916. We'll hop in around 6. Double damage. In Malaysia, looks like mainland, I think. I can't really see if we have a sticker or not, but can't see myself not going mainland here, I think. Yeah. I don't know where exactly. I'm just going to go Pahang. in the middle. Actually ends up being Saba. Okay. Sure. I'm always willing to be surprised. So we happen around 7, 2.5x damage. In Bolivia, I think. Rock walls with a railroad there. Okay. Should be findable, theoretically, right? Okay, unless they don't give me a chance to find it, which is also true. I know there's a railroad there, but so I'm just dropping it somewhere here. Oh, it's Peru. And railroad findable. Okay. Fair enough. We're both in Bolivia there. 42 points. Hopping around 8. Triple damage. In Malaysia again. Pretty massive mountain there. This one appears to be Sarawak with the pole. Should be findable, I think. Given that we're looking at an absolutely huge mountain. I don't think it's that. Should be finding this realistically. Why do I not see it? I don't know, I think I'm leaving it here. I think this makes sense, right? I don't know. Okay, yeah. It is here. Just mismapped. I mean, the divided road, yeah, it's probably divided now. Round 9, 3.5x damage. In Sri Lanka, I think. A little bit thicker at the bottom pole, and yeah, just looks like quite Sri Lankan architecture. And either going south to, I guess I'm going to click here and head for south and Colombo. Okay, it ends up being East Coast, sure. We'll take some points though. 354. Round 10, quad damage. In Kenya, it's not the country that I wanted to see, really. A lot of splatter on the car. I'm thinking Garissa then? Like something here, Habaswein, maybe? Or Dadaab. I think either of these could make sense. Try hedge for both. Ends up being Wajir, which makes sense. Is that enough? Yeah, it is. GG. A lot of splatter on the car. Pretty common in the eastern portion, so like this area here. And I think the soil fit a bit more for there. Okay, let me look at this turkey round. I swear it said Chorum on this side. I mean, it does say Chora, I think, or Koba. I think I misinterpreted the H as an M. Yeah, that's definitely an H there. I should not have trusted that. All right, do we have anything that would tell me that we are in... I think so. Yeah, I mean, it looks more eastern, though, I think. Especially, we have a decent amount of metal roofs. A lot of metal roofs, actually. But, yeah, Baybert makes sense. Pretty findable angle as well. All right. Well, we do get the win there. And, yeah, I'm going to queue up for another game. I will see you guys when I find my next opponent. All right, running it back against Ren here on round 1. In Sweden, I think Sweden's the only one with antenna is what people have told me, which I think is correct. I think I like subconsciously knew that, but like at the same time, just didn't know. But yeah, in the Nordics, we'll only get antenna here. Doesn't look too north to me. Ends up being near Katrineholm there. But we do pick up about 500, 479. Gonna hop into round 2 here. In Belgium, it looks like. No, it's probably the Netherlands, actually. We only have these. Yeah, Netherlands, you won't see really any electricity poles. You'll see a lot of just pylons like this. So it should be the Netherlands. As for where, I have no idea. I'm just going to click Swole. Ends up being quite north, which makes sense. There's a lot more open space up here. So maybe I should just be going north there, but it's only 122 points, which is fine. Popping around 3. In Argentina. I'm not exactly sure the road, though. Yeah, I'm not very good at Argentina, like, stuff like this. Catamarca came to mind, maybe. Try something like this. I don't know. Okay, ends up being this white road here, but we're on the same road. Which is fair enough, 8 points. But yeah, the white road makes sense as well. Round 4. In Germany, I want to say. Because we don't have yellow plates. But it looks so much like the Netherlands. It could be Belgium as well. Let's see if we can find the language, but I don't really see. I think I'm going Germany, like very close to the border, probably. Okay, ends up being north of Bremen there. But yeah, it looks quite... Yeah, they go Belgium, which makes sense as well. I just didn't think the plate was tinted too red there. But yeah, we're moving around 5. We have a lot of signs. Cookstown, Londonderry, Belfast, which is obviously here. A37, A26. A37, though. Where's the A37? Sure. Port Stewart and a University... Riverside Theater. Port Stewart's there. Okay, so we're here somewhere? Probably. Where exactly are we? Cookstown, A29. Probably on the A29 then? Where's Cookstown? Cookstown's there. Oh. Port Brush and Ballysally. I don't know. Guess I'm leaving it here? Bro, we were there. Huh. I've lost my mind a little bit. Alright, well. That's where I was originally, because it did say Port Stewart. Like, it wouldn't be pointing towards Port Stewart unless we were quite close to it. Ah, it happens. Sometimes you mess up the pinpoint, guys. But yeah, we get Guat here. Doesn't look quite... I mean, do you ever go north here? I'm not quite sure. It was quite north, yeah. Dang. Okay, ends up being this road near Flores. Could have been a lot of damage, but 236. Round 7. Overcast usually a bit more north, but yeah, it's kind of a fake meta at the same time, so I don't know whether to trust it or not. This house looks quite Baltic, I'd say. It's our copyright here, could be useful. 2023. Thinking either Lith or Latvia then. I don't think the house... We expect to see a bit more color in the houses in Estonia, but it is the fakest meta of all time. It's just the meta that I like to use occasionally. I think I'm going like here. Could be Poland as well, but I think the houses feel a bit more Baltic to me, especially this one. Yeah, it is just Lith. Is that going to be enough? I don't think it is. But it is a lot of damage. We're moving around 8, triple damage. In what again? No, it's DR this time. Via satellite. I don't know. I think you probably just have to go Santo Domingo here. Okay, ends up being here. And 24 points, moving around 9. In Colombia. And not quite good at this country, unfortunately. What does it look like? I have no idea, to be completely honest with you. Yeah, I don't know. Okay, ends up being Villa Vicencio, like, kind of almost east of Andes there. 714, we'll move it around 10. Damage. In green, new car, I think, right? Should be. We go for some kind of lineup here. Yeah, good luck finding this, like, it's curving there. I don't know, like, I can't find it. We're here. Here, okay, yeah. Sure, I mean, we only get 8 points from it, but, you know, it feels good to 5k occasionally, even though that wasn't one. Round 11. In Turkey, yellow outer lines, which is interesting. This round's quite perplexing. I don't love this round, personally. I really don't like this round. I don't know. I hope it's not more east. But yeah, I think I'm trying here. Okay, it's just Konya. Sefakoi. Alright. 284. Slowly getting chipped away at, and the multis are getting quite high, which is a little scary. But yeah, let's hop in around 12. In Za, looks like Limpopo? Even though we don't have clear Limpopo poles. Definitely thought Limpopo with these insanely interesting mountains. But let's line up a road here. They are going. They don't want to give me a chance to pinpoint, which makes sense, I think. Yeah, I don't know. Hopefully I'm not trolling with this guess, but... Okay, yeah, it was all the way up here. We're looking at the Louis Tricart Ridge. Is that enough? It is. GG. I will take it. Alright, 17 rating there. Anything to review in this game summary? Let's take a look. Not particularly, aside from... Yeah, not really. Alright, I got time for one more. Let's queue for one more. I'll see you guys when I find my last opponent here. Alright, game here against Mid Buffer 1699 from France. Never played this player before. So we'll see how this goes. We have a Portuguese no hunting sign here. We'll just be sending somewhere here. And it was a bit more south there. In outside of Castro Verde. 207 points, swapping around 2. And... oh, what is this, bruh? Dude. What is this? This is an unreal location. Not Brazil, right? I thought Brazil? I just don't know where this would be in Brazil. Could be Mexico, I guess. Bro, I have no idea. I have no idea. It's not Roraima because it's 23. So is it just Mexico? It's Panama. Oh, that makes sense. Where did they go? They went Thailand? Yeah, it makes sense too. I mean, kind of a weird round. Round 3. This one is Thailand? Or is it Philly? Not Thailand? But if I'm wrong, this is a lot of damage? Well, hopefully it's not Philly. Might be Philly. Not sure. Not quite sure on this one. Which is what scares me. It is just Philly. Okay, I've trolled. We're gonna need a pretty big multi-merchant to come back here. Maybe we were just looking at the back of the car, and then we can assume it's panned up, so we can't tell which way it's driving, but it does make a lot of sense for it to be looking at the back. So yeah, mocked it a little bit there, but it happens in Kenya here. We'll just go into Karoo. I don't exactly know what this is, but we'll try to minimize some points. Lost, and ends up being south of Nairobi. Short. We end up hedging the same stuff. We'll hop into multis now. We desperately need it. Round 5. In Panama on this one, we can clearly see the car blur here. We'll just be going Santiago. Ends up being northwest of Panama City. In Gigante, sorry. But yeah, round 6, double damage. in what I thought was Romania. Yeah, we do have the outer dashes as well. Looks like it could be Danube adjacent. So I think I'm going to hedge here. I'm a bit concerned about east because that's my other option, but I thought about this area here. Yeah, let's see. Let's see exactly where this is. Very thick line as well. And yeah, okay, pretty good hedge. Ends up paying off. They go for like a Danube thing, which I can respect. 632, weapon round 7. 2.5x damage now. In Spain, we have Spanish bollards, blue and white. Chevron looks like here. You just go Sevilla then. Could be Extremadura as well. I don't know. It does end up being Extremadura. Was the 50-50, but we don't lose health there. 400 points of damage to them. Moving around 8 triple damage. In Japan. And you kind of just gotta go middle here. I don't really think we have anything. I'm just going middle here. Hoping that we don't get absolutely owned. We have a good amount of pines. It is quite north, actually. It's in Fukushima. So we do actually pick up some points there. 2256. And we will hop into round 9 in the lead somehow. After going Thailand on the Philippines. In Malaysia. And we will just be dropping a little bit of this guess here. It looks quite south. Never mind, it's Perak. That's going to be a lot of damage back. 1480. Nice region guess by them. Up and around 10 quad damage. In Turkey, okay. It's quite eastern. Was even considering the stuff southeast of Van Lake, but I don't think it looks exactly like that. So I think we have to go like Tuncheli or something like this. Something in here. Yeah. Was the southeast stuff. We could have won there if we'd gotten that. Tough. Tough. Alright, well. We are in Spain here, I think. I'm assuming that's a Coto Privado de Casa sign, but that thing's throwing me off a little bit. Maybe it is just Portugal. I think this is Coto Privado de Casa sign. You know? I mean, it looks like Extremadura, regardless. Just which side of the border do I go? Okay, that's going to be game. GG's. Yeah, it was a Coto Privado de Casa sign, but right in that little pocket there, we pick up 10 rating for it. Yeah, not the cleanest game by me. This Panama is kind of unreal, but certainly makes a lot of sense when I couldn't place it in Brazil, Mexico, or Colombia, which are probably the 3 options we hear with the red soil. Panama makes a lot of sense. It's just panned upwards, yeah. And then Philippines. Yeah, we are just looking at the back of the car here. We just can't see it because it's panned up. But yeah, I guess Philly makes a lot more sense here. Seems quite like rolling hillsy and tropical, which is kind of a rare combo in Thailand, I guess. Because most of the rolling hill stuff that you'll get like up here doesn't feel as tropical, I guess, but tropical in a different way. But yeah. All right, we will end off on 1844, so we are climbing the leaderboard a little bit. 137th in the world and 15th in the US. Hopefully you guys enjoyed the episode, of course. Don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe, and I'll see you guys tomorrow for another GeoGuessr video. Peace.